Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. I hope you can hear me. This thing is freaking out. You all got me? 5 by 5? Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, look, post-market wrap-up. What a day. We have so much to talk about. And what we heard, shocking, actually, unprecedented. And we're going to talk about all this here. So anyway, post-market wrap-up. Did I say that already? February 18, 2024, Wednesday. We all good? Everyone can hear this, all right? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I hope you can. I'm having a problem on this end. It looks like that at least. Anyway, look, let's just get started here. Ears to hear. Thank you. All right, I guess you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much. All right, people, look, no secret. This is what ended up happening today, a 50 basis point cut. Now, we need to talk about this. My best guess was a 25. You all know that. I didn't say it was a lock. I said my best guess would be that because I believed that if the Fed did a 50 basis point cut here, it would send a little shockwave through the market. Didn't happen. And this is why. At the moment that it was announced that the Federal Reserve was going to cut deep, okay, this is what also was released. Fed projections show an additional 50 basis points of cut this year and another 100, at least, cuts in 2025. What this did right here is strip uncertainty right out of the market. Again, the Fed can't allow the market to have any sign of uncertainty. You know what uncertainty is? It's an enemy of the market. Fear grips people, the market sells off. Now, the Federal Reserve, they may say that they are not political. Okay, it's a lie. Look at every single presidential selection cycle, as far back as you want to go. They prop up the market. They can't have the current administration, no matter how disgusting or vomitous they may be, it's the truth. And anyway, to look bad. Prop up that market. People love it. They watch their investment plans going up. And they just, get all giddy all over the place here. So, and I've never seen this before. I want to hear from you guys and girls. Have you ever seen before? I follow the Fed like nobody does. Never before have I seen something simultaneously come out. Again, announcement 50. And just in case the market was going to swallow that in a bad way, they make that announcement, stripping any kind of uncertainty. Look what I did. Look what I wrote here. Did you see that? Uncertainty eliminated. This is what goes through Greg Mannarino's head. The moment I see that, I jot this stuff down. Keith, thank you. So what do we got? Uncertainty eliminated. This is not priced in. You see this here? This was not priced in. What was priced in, it was a cut, period. The market didn't really know which way it was going to go. I think most people believed the 25. Me, I was kind of leaning towards that way, but I didn't told you already. And this morning I said, I don't care what they do. I've been saying this for a long time. It doesn't matter. I said what they will do is a series of cuts. They're going to keep the frog boiling in the water. I mean, this is unbelievable here. What we're going to see because of this is, again, massive. And I can't underscore that enough. Currency devaluation like you can't believe. Obviously artificially suppressed rates. And that is very interesting too. What else did I write here? Oh, we're back to buying every dip, Lions. Every dip we buy. We bought today. We're going to continue to buy every dip. What did I write here? Go. The Fed is saying with this statement, don't worry, we got your back to the market. Now, a very interesting phenomenon occurred. Okay, so we got the announcement. What did I write here? I wrote here, aggressive, more, obviously dollar devaluation here. Cash will open the doorway into the stock markets here. Fed cuts deep, setting the stage for massive dollar devaluation cycle. That's what I wrote earlier. Anyway, so the initial knee jerk here, the moment that this came out, because this was followed up with it, the market jumped. We got a record high today. With regard to the S&P 500, briefly, everything looked beautiful at that point. Like I said, it didn't matter. Me and my Lions, you know this. We're all along this market. We've been buying every dip for years. We're ripping its face off, and we're going to continue to do that. But this is how we ended the day. We ended the day lower. That's not really the interesting part. Okay, we saw a lot of volatility. We should expect this for the next couple of days, no doubt about it. But here is where it gets very interesting. This is the 10-year yield. Why? Let's think about this. I know the answer. Okay, I want to see if you guys and girls, this is a little test. Okay, just a little test. Why would we see the 10-year yield move higher after the announcement that the Fed is going to cut rates? Why would we see that? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. We understand, you and me, that the Fed's the number one buyer of debt, period. They're in here, they're buying it all, keeping rates suppressed. We're going to see this a lot more moving forward. But there are also private investors in the debt market, hedge funds, investment funds. Now, they don't want to be here. They don't want to be here now knowing that the stock market is going to hit record high, record high, record high. That's where the cash is going to be made here in this fake market. It makes no sense. So there was some selling here in the debt market. And more than likely, I mean, this is no doubt in my mind, this was institutions. It's not the regular guy, the regular girl holding on to this. Institutions said, hold on a minute now. We know this is going to happen. Okay, because they've announced it. They've announced it to the world. The second they said the cut of 50 basis points, they announced this at the same time. So we got this sell-off here, and that's just a rebalancing. So you should expect to see some volatility here moving forward. I know on CNBC, I was flipping through the channels. They were kind of saying, well, what's going on here? Why are we seeing this bump here in the 10-year yield? See, those commentators, they don't understand it. They read a script. They don't understand the market. They don't understand how this is working, period, the end. So there was some selling here because, again, the mechanism of artificially suppressed rates, and I'm talking about a cycle. People, you and I, we've outlined this already. Like you can't believe currency devaluation. That means it's going to just open up a doorway for the cash to make its way into the stock market, period. Record high, record high, record high. That's where we're going. There's just no doubt about it. So that's kind of that. Now let us move forward a little bit more. So so what did we hear? The usual, did I write this here? The usual nonsense about how strong our economy is. We're doing great. They're moving towards their targeted inflation rate, all this nonsensical stuff. Anyway, so this is beautiful. I don't know which one to show you first. This was a screenshot here. This was CNBC. So Powell says the labor market is in solid condition and their intention is to keep it there. No mention whatsoever of the 818,000 jobs that just vanished. They just vanished out of thin air. Also, no mention that hiring is at a historic low. History has been made. No mention, but the labor market is in solid condition. Another complete, utter, disgusting, puke, vomitous lie. We're allowed to hate certain things. We can hate the system. We can hate the participants who are obviously looking to kill us, destroy us, wipe us out. Puppets in the same boat aligning themselves with the Federal Reserve. They are not human. We're allowed to hate demonic, hateful entities. Yes, we are. And I will continue to do that. Now, this is another interesting thing. Are you ready for this? Hold on a minute. My allergies are killing me. Killing me. Please forgive me for that. Powell is not seeing rising layoffs. Is he missing the fact that we called this at the end of last year, that we were going to see tens of thousands of people be laid off by the corporations? What did I write here? All right. So he says, Powell not seeing layoffs. I wrote, is he blind? Tens of thousands of people being laid off by the corporations. He also said, again, consumer is strong. The consumer is strong. People cannot get by. Okay. But again, and the economy is strong as well. You can't make it up. Again, it doesn't matter. You have to realize what I'm talking about. And I think most of you do. The market does not care about you. The market does not care about me at all. This thing is coming down. The faster the economy craters through the freaking floor and takes the middle class with it. Because what is going to happen here? Okay. I'm laughing, but it's so freaking pathetic, and it's really revolting and disgusting, and it really does get under my skin. This new money creation that the Fed's going to have to do to get in here and buy the debt to cut rates here. New money always benefits the 1% and 2%ers. Then, the trickle-down effect, by the time you and I get it, it's over. Inflation is set in. Mitch, thank you. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the message The Fed has your back. That was what this was all about. I mean, why do you think that they did this? Why do you think that the Fed now aggressive cut 50 basis points and then made this announcement at the same time? This was to prevent a big sell-off here. Again, a cut was priced in here. The most likely scenario was we were going to get a sell-off. Yes, the market did close lower, but nothing dramatic. What did I put it? This is what we did at the end of the day. Yeah, we finished in red across the board. But if you think about it, the initial knee jerk was a Dow few hundred points higher. I don't know, maybe it was 200 or 300 points, and then we gave all that back, plus another like 100 and change on the Dow. So, we did get a little bit of a sell-off after a new record. And I don't know if it's going to be over here. We have to keep our eyes on this. We need to see what's going to happen with this here, the sell-off here in the debt market. This may go on a little bit here. But again, the Fed's not going to allow this to happen. They're already telling us that they're going to cut rates. They're already telling us they're going to artificially suppress rates, which means, of course, a weaker currency. And this is very bullish. It's very bullish for the stock market. I do apologize. I forgot to make you a printout of the MMRI. It's pretty much stable in a screaming downtrend. You got that, people? Look, man, as I said, there's nothing they can do to us. And I mean nothing and zero. Uh-oh, what have I got here? This is nothing. Nothing and zero to beat us. We cannot be taken advantage of. We can't be beaten. We got this covered from every single angle. So what does this mean? If you and I understand that we are about to see what you and I have been calling now for I don't know how freaking long, a massive, very destructive currency devaluation cycle, artificially suppressed rates, it means, again, commodities relative to what's about to happen are going to be on sale more so than you can possibly imagine. The stock market, you can expect that doorway to open up. Once this balances out and we finish this rebalancing here in the debt market, which I just showed you the 10-year yield, wherever the freak it is, this one here, once this finishes, that's where cash is going to make its way. That means greater distortions. You can expect real estate prices to go up, okay? The effect here of cutting rates, especially with this aggressive, we nailed this to the wall. We knew this was going to happen. I said they're going to keep the frog boiling. That's exactly what they're going to do. This is going to push housing prices, real estate prices higher. You own a house, going higher, okay? The value of it, at least on paper. You understand what I'm talking about here? We don't need what they're doing here at all. Again, they're on a mission to wipe us out, to destroy us via inflation, currency devaluation, artificially suppressed rates, keeping, the distortions across the spectrum of asset classes as extreme as they can be, because they're going to pull the plug on that. At a time of their choosing, they're not done. And they need an event too. Again, you have to understand, you and I must have that high ground. Must have that high ground and be ready for whatever they're going to throw at us. You understand? No one's going to take the blame. But even though we have two puppets, Trump and Kamala on the other side, right? Puppets promising us what the Fed is doing, promising us exactly what the Fed wants. That is, again, lower rates here. Obviously, that means a weaker dollar. They're not working for us. These two things are not human beings, okay? They don't have a single human quality about them, you understand? They are aligned themselves with our enemy. Our enemy here is the Fed. Our enemy collectively is central banks. And you are allowed to extremely dislike these subhuman entities who are out to destroy us all. You know that, right? You know that. Oh, people. Anyway, look, I want to share something with all of you, and I want to thank all of you. With regard to comments here, I want to show you something. Do you see these metrics? I'm going to see if I can get it to focus here. The one on top there is the video that I did earlier today. Without even, if you look at this column right here, all right, that's my video from yesterday. Look how many views that we got after that many views. This is where we were earlier today. Not even half. And look at these views and comments. And the comments are taking off. Now, look, I want to read this to you so I can clarify a few things here. Look, let me just read this. Lions, just to give you an idea of how well this is working. Engaging only the personal attacks against us, this community, that's fair game. Okay. Remember, we welcome other opinions. We welcome alternative views. We welcome criticism. Let them lay their case out. That's all good. All right. These are not the people that I am talking about. I'm talking about the personal attacks. Now, anyway, I already showed you what's going on here. I mean, this is humongous. I mean, just look at these. Look at the comments relative to the views. It's amazing. This is today earlier, not even half the views. So it's working. So I go on to say, this morning's video, okay, not even half the views. That was the left column so far, and the right one here already exceeded the total comments from yesterday. Spaceship Moon, thank you. No, yeah, I don't think so. It's currency devaluation, man. You're going to see where this goes. We know how this works. We've been here before. We weren't born yesterday. So I go, Lions, I want to thank you for this. Now, one more time. We welcome opinions and other perspectives. We welcome criticism. Welcome it. These are not the people we are targeting. We're targeting those personal attacks, and it is paying off. The personal attacks, though, against us, and these really are useful idiots, all right, are fair game, which we will exploit to grow this channel, our thing. Engage them. They have no self-control. They will respond to you. Bait them, all right? Force them to write back. They have no choice. That's how their mind works. Trigger, 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 trigger. Have some fun with these people. Do it. Entertain yourselves a little bit, all right? That's where we're going. This is a resource that they're giving us. Look, Greg Mannarino is a capitalist. That's the truth. All right. I look for everything that we can to turn the tables on this freaking nightmare that we're all facing here. And if these people want to come out here and personally, again, the only ones we are baiting here are the personal attacks. We want them to comment, a series of them. The more comments we get, the better for the channel. Does this make sense to you? So if you feel like having a little bit of fun, set them off. If they're saying Greg's Lions are imbeciles, Greg Lions are idiots, Greg's an idiot, whatever it might be, okay, give them a chance to lay out their case. Explain. If you notice, I did that a couple of times. I was like, explain your position. Then they come back, bang, 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 bang. It's beautiful. It works. And this is a resource that we have been given, man. So we're not going to let it go. You know what I'm talking about? It's a beautiful thing. And you guys and girls are fantastic. I read through the comments how you're engaging these people, forcing them into taking the bait. It's beautiful. They cannot help themselves. And I love it. I don't know about you guys. I was getting entertained all freaking day long. Anyway, people, look, that's kind of where we're at. With regard to the system, we got this down. There's nobody that has this down better than we do, including these people here who they're seeking to put you all in a bad light. I won't allow that. And with myself, I saw some of you rip the faces off some of these people. Greg is this and Greg is that. Personal attacks, we don't need that. Logical arguments, we want that. We want opinions. We want a different perspective. We will learn something. Trust me, okay? People are allowed to have a different opinion from we, and I love that. A logical, tell me where I'm getting it wrong, and I'm all for it. I am all for it. But when you personally attack me for whatever reason, all my lions out here, you cross the line, and don't get in our way, because we're gonna rip your face apart and every other part here. It's the way we work, because we got each other's backs always. People, is there anything that you guys and girls want to cover before we go? Now, I know we can do better than this. People, look at this. This is what I've been waiting for. We now have over 3,000 people here in this live stream. I'm looking for 4,000. Okay, I'll take the 3. Only 941 thumbs up. I know we can do better than that, man. Let's bring this pride together. Let's, again, those thumbs up and the comments. This is why I'm asking you to engage those people that are, personally attacking us. That allows the algorithms to pick it up. Video gets out there. You understand? We're just using whatever we can. We're weaponizing the system. If that means we have to wipe the floor with those who, are personally attacking us. Those are the only ones. Not different opinions. I want different opinions. I want a different perspective from people. That's what we want. but we don't need these personal attacks. And I love how they just have they can't stop themselves. It's an incredible thing. Whatever. Anyway, do you guys want to talk? What about silver? People, okay, let's answer that question. Let's answer this question together. What is Gregory Mannarino's favorite asset of all time? I'm just going to wait a minute. Let me see how many people know what Greg Mannarino's favorite asset of all time is. Yeah, silver. Love you guys and girls. Greg's favorite is going to be then gold, commodity exposure. People, we need exposure to commodities. What do we know is going to happen? What do we know what are they telling us, people, is going to happen? They're going to devalue. I lost my paper. But we're going to see massive currency devaluation here. We're going to see artificially suppressed rates here on a scale you can't possibly believe. Central banks collectively, they want us gone, and I mean they want us gone. It ain't happening. We're going to turn those tables. You understand? Turn those freaking tables and take advantage of everything that comes our way. Period. The freaking end. You all know that. Nothing's going to nothing. This just let me explain this to you. What just happened today made our lives so much easier moving forward, knowing where we're going because they're telling us. They broadcasted to us the lies. He's not seeing the layoffs. No, he just doesn't see it. It's impossible. He just can't see it. The labor market is in solid condition. Duh. No mention of the 818,000 jobs that we were told were created. You know, and with regard to hiring, historic low. No. He doesn't see it. Doesn't see it. It's just doesn't see all this stuff. Is he blind? I would say he's willfully blind. Again, you got to be lied to. You got to be deceived. You got to be told to look here. Don't look over there. And did you listen to the Q&A? Not a question about, hey, Powell, our economy is really strong. That's what you're saying. Okay. Can you tell us again why we need emergency monetary policy? Because that's what this is. Not a word, not a question, nothing. Let me tell you something about those questions. 90% of them are scripted. He knows the answers. The questions are given to him so he doesn't look stupid. The last thing in the world is you want the actual leader of the United States or possibly even the world. The Fed chair of the United States still has the U.S. dollar as the reserve currency. He can't look dumb. You understand the little weasel that it is. It's not human either. It's a creature. It's a subhuman entity who can't tell you the truth. All he can do is lie. Where do lies come from? Anybody want to guess? Yeah, you can see they're all obviously, serving the devil. All of them are. Okay, that's where these lies come from. To lie to the masses and get away with it with no accountability. Did anybody there asking questions hold the man accountable to a damn thing? We just hit a record here with regard to thumbs up during the live stream. I want to thank all of you for that. Exactly, Cindy. They are Satan-loving pigs, and we're allowed to hate Satan-loving pigs. We're allowed to do that. They're not human beings. They're just vomitous pukes of the highest possible order. Don't be afraid of what? Greg is the unafraid. There's not a thing on this planet, off this planet, that scares this guy. I'm going to tell you right now. And I think all of you probably know why, man. What's the number one thing in Greg Mannarino's life? What guides Greg's life? The Almighty. You all know that. We're all protected. We're all protected. You understand? You have that. You understand. You understand. And you have a relationship with God the Father. You're freaking invincible, man. You're freaking invincible. You all know that. All right. Anyway, before we get out of here, people, and yes, that's Moonfish. You are so on target with that. Flooding the market, flooding the world with easy money. This is not what we need, but this is what we're going to get. They are destroying us from the inside. It really, from a financial standpoint, and I realize there's other issues here. Trump and Kamala are one and the same. They've aligned themselves with the Fed. Do you feel like the Federal Reserve is your enemy? I believe most of you would say yes. If you have an individual that is aligning themselves with your enemy, again, calling for what the Fed wants, currency devaluation via lower rates, how does that person work for you? You understand? You see what they have aligned themselves? That's not what we want. These are things. They're not human. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay. To me, you have to possess a human quality. And the lies, the deceptions, the distractions, the division, the hate. Come on, man. All right, people. I think we're gonna call it here, kind of. And I really, again, I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank you for your support, your love. You're absolutely amazing. Let's just. We're not going to stop. We're on the right track. The beauty of this. Do you realize the beauty of this? We don't change. We don't deviate from what we're doing. We don't say, okay, you know what, this happened, so now we have to make a change, because we've called all of this from years ago. From years ago, we've been on the same track. We've been, again, unwavering. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. And utilizing, again, the MMRI. This is a free tool for everybody. Link in the description of the video. Until we see an uncontrolled sell-off in that debt market. This is not uncontrolled. This what would happen here with regard to the 10-year yield, that sell-off. That's cash that's rebalancing. That's cash coming out of the debt market, looking to make its way into the stock market. You're going to see this. You're going to see fluctuation. Let me tell you a few other things that you're going to see, okay? For you currency traders, you're probably loving this. You're going to see a lot of movement here with regard to currencies. You want to see that volatility here. With regard to the debt market, I would imagine you're going to see some rebalancing there as well. I would expect to see some volatility, but, you know, it may be very muted. With regard to the stock market, where did I put this? With the planned affair, what the Federal Reserve laid out right there, broadcasting... This is unheard of. Broadcasting to the market. Again, we got your back, eliminating uncertainty here. We may not see, and I'm saying may not see as much volatility as you would expect, because the Fed is saying to the market, don't worry about it. Whatever comes along, we got it. We're going to buy it all. We're going to keep rates suppressed. We're going to devalue the dollar. That's what this is all about. That's a message. And again, look at this here. This is not priced in, which means it's giving the market another opportunity to buy the rumor. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's too freaking easy. Hold on a minute. Greg needs a coping mechanism for a second. You all know what I'm doing. Oh, man. All right, guys and girls, we are going to get out of here. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. You're the best. Can't tell you how much you mean to me. We got this. Let them do whatever they want to us. It don't matter. And one more time, thank you for engaging those that, again, we want other opinions. We want criticism. We want that, because I want to hear where I got it wrong or where we're getting it wrong. This is our thing. We want a difference of opinion. We want a new perspective. Absolutely. But what we don't want, and no one should tolerate, personal attacks. If someone blasted you into the face full bore, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and say, thank you, can I have another? No, you're not going to do that. You're going to retaliate. I would retaliate. I'm telling you. All right? I know what you guys are going to. I ain't going to lay down. I'd rather take a beating, all right? And then make sure I hurt that other person. I'm going down swinging. I can promise you that. Anyway, that's it, people. We're out of here. Let's keep doing that. It does help the channel. Again, let them comment. Bait them. They can't help themselves. Take advantage of that. Understand? Don't stoop to their level. You don't need to curse. You just got to be cool. They won't be able to take it. I don't know about you guys and girls. Maybe I have a sick sense of humor, but it cracks me up. Love you all. Thank you again. Please, people, until we meet again in the morning, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And don't forget to comment yourselves as well, all right? That does help the algorithms. It helps the channel. That's all. See you.